Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. This is the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
It is indeed. Welcome, welcome. I said wave weird.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
I went wave.
Okay.
Oh,
Like you spoke it like it was a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my brain doing intentional things.
Yeah, I myself have been in some waves in the last week or so.
You have? How was your holiday?
Went to the beach.
How was it?
The waves were quite cold.
Yep.
But no, good time.
for you.
Good time was had.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We didn't do a wave last week because Nick was away, so we've got a bumper episode today for you.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
Got some
news and
interesting news
stuff
to
going
go
on.
through.
There's a lot of stuff going on, isn't there, at the minute in the world?
Well, yes, in the world in general, specifically in the movie
in
and
the streaming world is what I meant.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
We will get to all of that.
You got any gossip for me?
I mean, football's home.
Yeah, football's home. That's excellent.
Yeah, I've
news.
had to move out to fit it in.
Good.
But
Found somewhere for it to stay?
no, just on the sofa. So,
Is it staying long?
I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
4 years, maybe,
Hopefully
at
it is.
least.
What an exciting time that was.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was. I haven't watched, I'll admit I haven't watched any of that tournament. I fell out of love with football
Oh, me too.
a while ago. But I did
But
sit and watch
this
the second half of that game.
Women's tournament's been brilliant.
Yeah, so we're here.
My two girls have really got into it.
Yeah.
And that's been
What it's all
really
about,
fun.
isn't it? It's people are like, oh, it feels different to men's football, and I'm like, yeah, 'cause it's not like 22 millionaires running around and not really caring about what's going on.
Well, I went to the first game and it was great.
Well, yeah, you actually went to the game.
Everyone was just happy to be there.
Yeah,
You went near like an old codger 2 rows in front shouting and
Yeah.
obscenities after 1 minute that you can't pass to this guy. You know, it was just a
somebody's
good
been going
time.
and just
It
goes
was
out
just
of habit now.
Yeah. I was like, why are you here if you hate it so much?
Yeah.
You know, it's people who actually wanted to be there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's proper football.
Oh, brilliant.
Good.
Really, really good. I got going to the got tickets to the friendly against the USA.
Oh,
next
amazing.
2 months' time.
Where's that?
At Wembley.
At Wembley.
It's like sold out in short time.
Excellent. I hope we can build on it and promote this sport in this country.
Go sports.
Go sports.
Sports chat.
Look at us with sports chat. Who'd have thought it? I've watched a bit of the Commonwealth Games.
Oh,
so
lovely.
We are quite sportsy.
My family that minus me went to see the torch or the baton
Oh, really?
come through one of the villages because we're
Excellent.
not too far from Birmingham.
No, we're not.
A few weeks ago, so yeah, they saw that go through.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh,
I don't really know what the Commonwealth is. It's just places who like the Queen, isn't
Yeah,
it?
basically.
Yeah.
People
Just
who admire the Queen.
Do some running and cycling. And
Yeah, it's a bit like a
if you don't like the Queen,
Olympics
you can't swim.
for not so good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched some swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that crash in the cycling?
I
That
did
was
see the
crazy.
the dude ended up in like row 3.
Yeah, it nearly killed a kid. It was mad. So
Yeah.
that wasn't good. But yeah, it's been quite interesting. Diving starts this weekend. I always enjoy watching the
Okay.
diving. So
Yeah.
I'll be watching some of that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sports.
Let's go sports stuff.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. You missed while you were on holiday. You missed a watch along in the Discord.
Well, yeah, I had no reception. I wouldn't have been able to join.
No, it's a shame.
It is a shame.
was a
But
fun
it sounds
time.
like you had a good time.
We had a good time. We watched a 3-hour Bollywood movie.
Of course you did.
Of course we did. We put it on because we were in the, as you know, we were in the middle of watching the Robert
The doll
the Doll
yeah.
films. But because you weren't there, we didn't want you to miss the sequel.
Okay.
So
I wouldn't mind.
It didn't seem fair on you to miss it. So we thought we'll just pick something randomly, and we picked this. It's called RRR.
I know
which is
it, yeah.
Really difficult to say. It's 3 hours long. We thought we'll just watch like an hour of it to see what it's like, and ended up watching 3 hours of it.
I knew you'd like it.
And then-
I'm so glad you give it the chance.
It's fucking amazing. I didn't like it. I loved it. And then we sat and chatted about it for another hour and a half afterwards.
There you go.
It was like nearly 1 o'clock by the time I'd come off the phone or come off the Discord. But yeah, it was a good night. So Discord watch-alongs are brilliant.
Yeah, they're
We
so
should
much fun.
definitely do more of them.
Yeah.
So come and join our Discord if you want to. The link will be in the show notes. It always is. If it's not in this one, it'll be in the last one.
Yeah, just find
You'll
it.
find
Join
it
us.
somewhere.
It's a good time. It's always a good time.
It is. We watch 3-hour Bollywood movies.
But only good ones.
Only good ones.
I tell you what.
So
at
far.
least, if I can't employ you to go and watch RRR, at least go and watch the trailer.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes, and it will give you a real taste of what that movie is about.
Do you know what's a really bizarre fact about that movie?
Yes,
Every single animal in the movie is CGI.
I know.
Even like a goat in the background
Yeah.
wasn't there. It was CGI or a little bird or something.
Yeah.
None of it's real. And when you watch that, it will blow your mind because there are people on horses just riding around. They're not even really on horses. It's crazy.
It's really hard to act being on a horse when you're not on a horse.
And make it look good.
Yeah.
And they do make it look good because it's really good. Really good. I'm not even just saying that. It is really good. So yeah, you missed that. What else have you missed? Don't think you've missed much else.
Fine.
Just life in general.
That's fine.
Cool.
What has been missed is a absolute wad of news.
Shall we get onto some Netflix news? Is that you trying to push me on?
No, it's fine. If you want to keep going, you keep going.
No, we're good.
We're flipping the scripts though this week.
Are we?
Yeah, we're doing non-Netflix news first.
Well, the big streaming news this week, I guess,
is not
Netflix involved, so which is unusual.
And the big story,
I've never heard anything like this,
is the decision by well, I guess it's Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
As the parent company, but it's the scrapping of Batgirl.
Yeah.
The $70 to $100 million, depending on who you believe. DC movie.
Yeah, the filming was finished.
Yeah.
Post-production was almost done, I believe.
Sure.
And now it's just not happening.
And
ever.
the rumour mill is absolutely running rife as to why this is.
Yeah.
There is some rumours that say some of the audience screenings were so terrible, the reactions to it, that it scared Warner's off. There are other rumours saying that they didn't think it would make the money back because it was a planned HBO Max release, so they could actually make more money by doing a tax write-off on it, which seems crazy.
It does seem very crazy.
But, creative accounting and all that. And there's the other main rumour is that it didn't look like it was $100 million movie.
Yeah.
It looked more like a sort of TV type show. Who knows? This thing is going to be like the most wanted bootleg for years and years to come, surely.
Apparently, if they do it as this tax write-off, then they can never release it, no matter
what
it is.
That's what I mean. It would be a proper sort of, would it ever get leaked from somewhere?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. In sort of ad infinitum, it could not be released. And in the last few days since this has happened, people have involved with this movie have started to sort of comment on it. Not least the two directors.
You would hope they would comment, to be fair.
Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah, who recently brought Ms. Marvel to Disney Plus and previously had directed the third Bad Boys movie. They have said, "We are saddened and shocked by this news. We still can't believe it. As directors, it is critical that our work be shown to audiences. And while the film was far from finished, we wish that fans all over the world would have had the opportunity to see and embrace the final film themselves. Maybe one day they will. Not from what we've heard." I mean, no. This was going to be Michael Keaton's return to
the DC universe,
to the role of Batman as well.
Yeah. It's just, I've never heard of, small films get canned all the time. That happens even after they've been filmed.
Yeah.
But for a film of that big a budget to just disappear, I've never heard of it before. I don't think it's just insane to me. It wasn't the only one either, was it?
No. So it's kind of flown under the radar with Batgirl having the headlines, but also scrapped at the same time was a new animated Scooby-Doo film.
Yeah,
Scoob, Holiday Haunt.
Yeah, it's a sequel to the original Scoob film.
Yeah.
I believe.
That's just both wiped off the slate.
Just gone. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And then the rumour I'm reading today is that the whole of HBO Max might be done.
Yeah.
That just might disappear.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There's
Warner Brothers have just released a video game as well.
Yes.
It's called Multiverses. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a bit like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
For the Nintendo. It's all the Warner Brothers characters coming together in one game.
Okay.
And fighting. So you could have Tom and Jerry versus Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And apparently the first content update for that was also due to be released this week. That's also been delayed
Oh, wow. Okay.
because they apparently are not going to focus on their gaming stuff anymore. That game came out last Friday.
Wow. So that's how
So,
sort of quick this decision is.
And it was supposed to be like updated with new content
Come
all the
about.
time, new characters coming all the time. And yeah, it's apparently that's also in trouble.
Well, in a statement full of buzzwords, the Warner Brothers spokesperson said, the decision not to release Batgirl reflects our leadership's strategic shift as it relates to the DC Universe and HBO Max. Leslie Grace, who was Batgirl herself, is an incredibly talented actor, and this decision is not a reflection of her performance. So that's quite interesting. They've added that to try and assuage
save her a little bit.
which is fine because it shouldn't reflect on
her.
But that's how the rumor mill started.
It is.
You were.
It's nice
you
of
weren't good
them
enough for this, so
to stop that happening before it's happened.
We're incredibly grateful they finished to the filmmakers of Batgirl and Scoob and their respective casts, and we hope to collaborate with everyone again in the near future. It's just a really weird state of affairs.
It is.
It feels like the especially with like the DC comic, cinematic universe or whatever it's called, that it is constantly in a state of flux and. They keep saying, "Oh, we're looking for someone to lead it," but they're not giving that person
doing anything
the chance to follow through.
Yeah,
because it was only last week. I think while we're off, Ben Affleck confirmed he's coming back.
Yeah,
to be Batman in. I think it's Aquaman. Is it the second Aquaman? I think
it was the second Aquaman.
So you got like 4 Batmen running around, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes.
There's no plan here,
There's not.
there?
There doesn't appear to be.
Despite them saying a couple of years ago, there will be.
They just seem to not know what they're doing.
It's all Zack Snyder's fault, isn't it?
Yep, everything is.
So it's been a crazy story.
Yeah, it is incredible.
I'm sure we've not heard the last of Batgirl, whatever they say.
We definitely haven't heard the last of Warner Brothers / HBO Max and what's happening there, because there's more to come from that story.
Sure.
Definitely. Right, have we got anything else? What's next?
We have. Next, do you like Saw?
Yes, it's my favourite movie franchise.
Would you like to see Saw?
See Saw? Yeah.
Well,
no, actually.
You can from November. I think it might be the end of October, but October, November. You can go to London and take part in a new Saw-themed escape room fan experience.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I would be up for that, actually.
The experience will unite a group of fans who must work together to escape a series of challenges developed by the vicious mind of Jigsaw, each one testing your abilities to sacrifice yourselves for the goal.
That
you
sounds
wouldn't want to go
scary.
first, would you?
No.
Well, the rest of the time. But of course, people can always betray each other to save their skin, making the game even more nerve-wracking. So your choice is, do you work together and risk betrayal, or become the betrayer in search of salvation?
The choice is yours.
Yeah. You can go and look and book tickets now. The location is yet to be revealed.
So you can go and book tickets, but you don't know where it is?
Yes.
That's weird.
Basically.
Okay. I'm up for that. Shall we go and do it?
There are 2 unique paths to redemption, it's described as. £34 for the preview, £39 for a non-preview.
It's not too bad.
Type experience. Tickets must be pre-booked. The exact location will be revealed nearer the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
There's a press inquiries section. We'll go as press.
Oh, let's do it, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we try it?
Why not?
Cool. Okay.
We've got influence.
We have. Next.
Okay. In remake news. Jake Gyllenhaal,
I think.
and Doug Liman are teaming up because they are remaking Peter Griffin's favourite movie, Roadhouse.
Amazing, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're doing it for Amazon.
Right, okay.
It's going to go straight to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it starts shooting this month. It's Gyllenhaal, Billy Magnussen, Lovelania, whoever that is.
That's
but
a great
the
name.
best name ever. It's Patrick Swayze original.
Yeah, it is.
80s classic Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Set at the Double Deuce, the sleazy music bar. It's Gyllenhaal's going to play a former UFC fighter who takes a job as a bouncer at the aforementioned Roadhouse, but soon discovers not everything is what it seems in this tropical paradise.
Interesting.
There you go.
Gyllenhaal's great. That's interests me.
Lyman has said, I'm thrilled to put my own spin on the Roadhouse legacy. Does it have a legacy?
I think so. Like you say, it's Peter Griffin's favourite film.
I can't wait to show audiences what Jake and I are going to do with this iconic role. No release date as yet, obviously, because they've not started.
It's a while away by the sounds of it. Okay, cool. I'll keep your eyes
If
on
Roadhouse is your thing, you're getting housey.
movie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, should we go on to some Netflix
Let's do some Netflix news. That's what the people are here for.
Stranger Things. I think this might be the last time we talk about Stranger Things for a while.
Could.
Having it been the sort of hot topic over the summer of 22.
It
would
was.
You say?
It absolutely was. Yeah, definitely.
The Stranger Things team are back at work this week.
The writing again.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They Duffer Brothers tweeted a picture from the writer's room. It's just a blank whiteboard with Stranger Things 5 written along the top.
We don't know what we're doing.
I mean, they must have some idea.
Of course they do. They know where they're going.
This has been planned out.
Yeah.
Having said all that, I wouldn't pin your hopes on this for. I think it's 2 years before we see.
Yeah, I think
this.
so. I'd be surprised.
Maybe summer. Next time we'll talk about Stranger Things in depth. With the old summer of 24.
Summer 24, season 10 of Bottom of the Stream will be on.
Lovely vintage. But also this week, David Harbour's been talking.
He has.
I mean, this is the sort of thing that only makes a good story after you've had one of the biggest hits in TV history.
Yeah.
Because he's been saying that, he didn't think this was a sure thing. Stranger Things.
I suppose when you first read the concept, though,
yeah,
you're not going to, are you?
Well, he says he was still thinking that all the way through filming season 1.
Okay.
And that him and some of the crew thought that they were making a disaster.
Really?
In his words. Yeah, he says, I remember when we were shooting the first season down in Atlanta, we had a budget of about $20 and we thought halfway through, we don't think this is going to work. Look at that. Look how it all turned out.
The budget's changed.
Yes, a little bit.
By the time season 4 rolls around.
I've never gone back and rewatched those.
I haven't either, to be honest.
I'm sure at some point I will.
You imagine them to be as high and glossy as this season was, but I bet you it's not. I bet it looks janky as anything now.
It may well do.
Just because of how good season 4 looks.
Yeah, possibly.
I bet season 1 doesn't.
What is that? Well, mind you, again, I think partly it's the Duffer Brothers winding people up, but they're kind of saying they have been back and edited a few.
Yeah, no, they have
few
said
bits.
That. Yeah.
And they're going to go back and George Lucas the season 1 Demogorgon. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe they will.
It's never going to work as a binging show when it's finished.
Because you will notice.
You'll notice the money
changes.
going up, and you'll notice the age of the
age
kids massively changing through the seasons. If this is 2 years away, those kids are going to be mid-20s, some of them.
Oh yeah, we mentioned before, didn't we? Old Steve Arrington's going to be middle-aged.
Yeah, he's already in his 30s. Next.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Okie dokie, whatever you want.
Sex education.
Yeah, we've gone from Stranger Things to sex education.
Back in the headlines this week, we mentioned a couple of weeks ago a couple of actors who were not returning.
Yes, we did.
For season 4.
I can't get on this website.
Of sex education. Well, interestingly, another actress has confirmed she will not be coming back.
Oh, okay.
And because we can't get onto this, I'm going to have to Google it because I can't remember her name. It's the lady who plays the teacher who gets with Mr. The 2 teachers who hook up.
Yeah.
The lady teacher.
Oh, the lady teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
She's not coming back.
Oh, okay.
But she cryptically tweeted that it was for reasons beyond my control.
So she's been sacked.
Well, I don't think we can put that out there.
No, of course not.
But yeah, that's now 4 sort of big-ish characters who are not coming back.
Yeah.
For season 4.
Yeah,
which is
and they're all female.
Quite the turnaround.
Randomly.
Yeah.
A whole new cast of women in sex education the next season. It makes you wonder if it's time to just call it a day.
I'm not sure.
You've made your stars too successful. That's what they've done.
It's Raki Thakra who plays Emily Sands.
Yes,
who's the teacher. Who's one of the teachers takes them on the field trip in the last.
Yeah. Maybe
well,
that's what she's going to do in this next series. She's going to take these 4 students on a field trip and never come back.
Yeah, she's in an interview saying, "I'm not part of the new series." Before cryptically adding, "I can't really talk about why, but I'm so proud of the show and grateful to have been part of something so important." So that's her. That's Simone Ashley, obviously due to her Bridgerton commitments.
Yep.
And the other couple that we talked about the other week,
Ola and the crazy alien girl.
Yes, I'm terrible with character names.
Same.
I do apologise. Yeah.
Sweet.
So we'll see how that all gets rearranged and shakes out in the coming months.
They've got to start casting people soon, you would think. They're going to need a cast of somebody.
Oh, I tell you what, some fans are angry.
We've got angry Netflix fans again.
Do you like vampires?
Yes.
Did you ever watch First Kill?
I didn't, and I hadn't heard of it.
Oh, you're not aware of it?
I'm not aware. I'm aware of it now, but I wasn't aware of it at
Netflix has killed First Kill.
Oh no.
After 1 season.
Yeah, it hasn't gone down well, this one.
Which its fans are obviously not happy about, but seem to be striking out at a different Netflix show.
I saw this.
For, well, not a really practical reason, to be honest. First Kill fans are going to war with Heartstopper fans.
Yeah. I'm a Heartstopper fan. I'm on that good ship.
The reason for that being is that according to Netflix's watching hours stats, the first season of First Kill has racked up 97.6 million viewing hours, whereas Heartstopper racked up half of that.
Wow.
53.5 million. And Heartstopper has been renewed for not one, but 2 extra seasons.
It has indeed.
I mean, this isn't the full story.
Of course it's not.
The critical reception to these 2 shows is very different.
Yeah, I imagine the budget of them is very different.
Yeah, I think that First Kill certainly has more special effects. It's that whole supernatural element. That's only the figures that Netflix releases.
Absolutely.
They're looking at a lot of other stuff that is not.
I mean, there's only like 7 people in Heartstopper. I imagine it's a really low budget, really easy show to make.
And it's got a clear end.
And
we're not going to get more than 3 seasons.
No, absolutely. And we didn't want more than 3 seasons of it.
It's not that kind of story.
No.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, that
First Kill's done.
If you want to get onto that whole online war, go and Google some of this and look for it on your socials. But yeah, First Kill's not coming back. Sorry about your luck. If you're a fan. There's loads of vampire shows.
Yeah, just go and watch some Vampire Diaries or True Blood. True Blood was great when it was.
I never watched it.
I only watched the first few seasons. But
it went on. That went on for a long time, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Netflix has announced that it will give Knives Out 2, or as it is officially called, Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, a limited cinema release ahead of its Netflix premiere.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No, not me.
I'm still
surprised that it's getting Netflix as doing the sequel rather than it's getting a full-on sequel. Because Knives Out was a big deal.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and Netflix are getting the sequel straight away. It's bizarre.
But they're paying for it.
Yeah, because
given
it's a big cinematic release that's getting a Netflix sequel.
Yeah,
it's unusual.
I would like to see. Talking of weird Netflix stats and stuff, I'd like to see some numbers on what they get for. They did it with Red Notice. Yeah. We noted here that with Matilda the musical just before Christmas, that will also get a cinema release before it arrives on Netflix. I would like to see some sort of stats on what they're getting for that. Is that
publicity?
Yeah, exactly.
That can all
because they're not doing it to make money. It's
No.
it's is it the awards sort of the prestige of it? We can do a red carpet premiere.
Yeah,
It's
I
that
think
sort
that's
of thing,
probably
isn't
what it is. It's Glass Onion's a strange name, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
Glass Onion.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means.
Well, it will receive its European premiere on Sunday, October the 16th at the South Bank Centre in London.
Cool.
As part of the BFI London Film Festival. Ryan Johnson, Daniel Craig, Edward Norton and others will attend the special screening.
I didn't know Ed Norton was in it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Knives Out's a great film. So
it is, yeah.
The sequel's got to be good, isn't it?
Is that on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay, fine.
If it's not now, it was at one point.
Okay.
Next.
Also this week, Netflix has announced it has extended its deal with Dark Horse Entertainment.
Who are Dark Horse Entertainment?
Dark Horse Entertainment are a company who have previously had a deal with Netflix for first look at a number of their projects.
Okay.
And they have extended that with two quite high-profile upcoming projects.
Okay.
The first of which is Bang!
Oh, you made me jump.
Well, it's got an exclamation mark on the end.
Okay.
A movie that is going to star Idris Elba. It's based on a comic series of the same name. And in the movie, a terrorist cult sets out to start the apocalypse with a series of novels meant to brainwash their readers. So the world's most celebrated spy is sent to track down and kill the author responsible.
Okay. Sounds good.
That sounds very Idris Elba-y, doesn't it?
Yes.
Mind MGMT
Oh, okay.
is also on the slate, also based on some graphic novels.
Is it that band from a few years?
This one is a series which will follow a young woman who stumbles onto a top secret mind management program. Her ensuing journey involves weaponized psychics, hypnotic advertising, talking dolphins, and seemingly immortal pursuers.
Okay, interesting. That sounds good.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, they both sound quite good, to be fair.
We've also already got other projects announced. Revenge Inc., a drama series focused on a secret underground company that specialises in revenge.
I think we've mentioned that before.
I think we have. And an action thriller film, Lady Killer, about a 1950s housewife leading a secret life as a highly trained killer for hire. That will star Blake Lively.
Oh, cool. They've got very much a style, haven't they?
Yeah.
These 4 films.
They were... Oh, Dark Horse were already involved in The Umbrella Academy, Polar, Chicken Hair and the Hamster of Darkness.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Sweet. It's always good to get more stuff coming.
Sure is. Do you know what's always good as well?
What's that?
When Netflix gets involved in a legal battle.
Oh, it happens all the time. It's great fun.
This one's quite interesting.
Okay.
Because Netflix has filed a lawsuit this week against 2 TikTok stars.
Right.
Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear.
Okay.
Because they went and only bloody won a Grammy.
They won a Grammy?
For their soundtrack to the unofficial Bridgerton musical.
Oh. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like they've been naughty, these 2.
Well, apparently it's really good. I haven't heard it. But Netflix are clearly saying, well, we own Bridgerton.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And we'd like you not to do that, please, and make money out of it. That's not quite the whole story, though. Because the guys are sort of saying that, we've asked Netflix ages ago, can we do this? And they're saying that they basically have got the blessing of Netflix because back in March of last year, they went and I said, can we use Bridgerton for our musical?
Yeah.
And Netflix said, well, we won't authorise it, but we also won't stand in the way.
Well, that's an authorization. Surely.
I don't know. Sounds like absolute prime
'Cause
fence
now-
sitting to me.
Now they are standing in the way by suing these people.
It sounds like, well, we're not going to do anything about it now, but we're big Netflix with millions of dollars say
Yeah.
do what you want and we'll come after you later. And
Yeah,
that
if you ever
seems
start
to
making
be
any money off it, we'll see you later.
actually what's happened. They even sold out the Kennedy Center
Wow.
in New York City and performed the soundtrack. I shouldn't call it the soundtrack. The music, the unofficial musical.
Yeah.
With the National Symphony Orchestra.
Wow.
Tickets were going for upwards of $150, and this seems to have been a step too far for Netflix.
So that's what's like.
That seems to be the.
So they're basically like, you're making money off this now.
Yeah.
When you were just making TikTok videos, we were fine with that.
Yeah.
Now you're making money off it. We're coming after you. We want that money.
Casey Feisler, who is an assistant professor at the University of Colorado, who studies internet law,
Right.
says that this is going to be a very interesting fair use case and could end up being what some law school exams are made of.
Okay.
And we'll see how far fan fiction is stretched to its breaking point.
Interesting. So they've written all these songs themselves. They're just based on stuff that's happened in Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really interesting.
We'll definitely check in on that one.
Yeah, we'll definitely
develops.
keep you up to date on that one. That sounds interesting.
I've got one more bit of news.
One more. We're getting there.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that was axed ages ago.
It's back.
What?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
If you were one of the not many people who watched it on Netflix,
Yeah.
the soundtrack was cool. If you like the soundtrack, because it had the soundtrack was done by Yoko Kanno, who also did the soundtrack to the original anime. You can now go and buy a limited edition Cowboy Bebop LP soundtrack.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's in a furry box.
Don't say furry box. Why?
Because there's like a corgi dog in the show.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the corgi's fur
Got ya.
and stuff.
Makes sense.
2 LP soundtrack. There's only 1,000 been made.
Ooh.
And it will set you back, if you want the actual furry box, $160.
Okay. That's
you,
not that bad. I would
You can
expect
just
more than that.
buy the digital album for
Yeah.
like free, or your
just get it on Spotify.
your
or something.
subscription, or you can buy it. Yeah, $160 for your furry box. So,
Sweet.
yeah,
Love a furry box.
completists will, I'm sure, want that.
Yeah, collectors and stuff, won't they?
That's all the news.
All the news done?
Yeah,
Excellent. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I watched a couple of things. I
Okay.
watched a couple of movies.
Oh,
A
excellent.
couple of big Netflix releases for the summer.
Go for it. What have you been watching?
The Sea Beast.
Oh, okay. Any good?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, looks beautiful. Great. Really enjoyed it.
Sweet.
Really good story. It's funny.
I've heard really good things about
This is
it.
Netflix big animation release this summer.
Yeah.
Same director who did Moana. Yeah, it's great. Really good.
Sweet.
I would recommend it.
But do you think I'd like
Yeah,
it?
I think you get something out.
I nearly put it on once. A few weeks ago, I nearly put
Yeah.
it on, but I didn't. I put something else on.
Yeah.
I think it's when I watched Incantation, in fact.
Oh, okay.
So, do I watch the Sea Beast or shall I watch Incantation? But yeah, I will definitely check that out.
It was nice. The whole family watched it. We all had a great time. I think we all got something a bit different out of it.
Excellent.
Really enjoyed it.
Good.
So it was that. And then I've also watched the big blockbuster of the summer, as far as Netflix is concerned, The Grey Man.
Oh, you've got to The Grey Man.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I had a great time.
A grey time.
Yeah.
Good.
I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it too.
I don't
but-
understand why it's been reviewed badly.
No, I think some things do and some things don't. It seems to be random.
My go-to comparison is Red Notice,
Yes.
which was awful,
Yeah, it's 100 times
but
better than
seemed
Red
to get
Notice.
reviewed okay.
Yeah.
I honestly just feel like it was the Russo's brothers' turn to take some flack because they've never really had any.
Probably was. That's probably all it is. My only issue with it is I didn't really like Chris Evans in his role. But other than that, I was alright with it.
Personal preference.
Yeah,
I
it is.
thought it was funny. I thought the action was great.
Yeah.
I've
I've got no issue with it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I d-
Much better than anything we ever see
It
on this
looked
show.
expensive. It was.
It did look expensive. It was
Yeah.
expensive. There's a whole universe being built around it.
Yeah.
So
I just can't square
you're right.
it with
It's-
the reviews saying
people-
it's unoriginal and not funny and
people want to shit on Netflix at the minute. So there's
Yeah.
a bit of that in there. Like you said, it's the Russo's brothers' turn to get a bit of flack.
Yeah.
After the last few years, it was just came wrong place, wrong time. I think.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
like-
all right if you want to brainless action movie. That's all it is. It's nothing more.
Yeah, no, they never claimed it was going to be anything else.
Exactly.
I don't think.
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I thought it was perfect.
It's a perfect
summer
Saturday night pizza and a Magnum movie.
Yeah,
sit at home and turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Good. And then I've also watched season 4 of Car Masters Rush to Riches.
Oh, okay.
Which is back, and I think it's doing quite well in the
How's that
TV
treated
charts.
Not as good as season 3?
Nah, it's a bit like it's again. They seem to have adopted the whole we must have a cliffhanger at the end of every episode. They've fed more into the Netflix format than sort of the first couple of seasons when I think it was a bit of a surprise hit.
Yeah.
So yes, everything must be a peak for the end of the episode that is then not really a cliffhanger but is resolved within the first 5 seconds of the next episode.
Yeah.
But it's Netflix's format, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like some of the things they do with these absolute, pieces of junk.
Tips.
Yeah. And I think I mentioned this show before, they don't just flog them, for the most money. This business revolves around a sort of trade and upgrade. So they flog the finished product for another piece of shit that they can make better and make more, and they keep moving up until they end up, sort of topping out at selling something for, I don't know, $250,000
Wow.
or something like that. So it's quite interesting.
Excellent.
It's the Netflix staple. You got like the grumpy guy, the smarmy guy, the hot woman, the tech genius. There's I think a couple of them are real, and a couple of them are hired in because you fit the profile of what we want for this show. But look, it's a fun way to pass. Similar to you with Big Timber. It's
just same sort of deal, isn't it?
Yeah. How about you?
I finished Blown Away season 3.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to slander this show, but I think the winner of that was chosen before it started.
Oh, do you reckon?
Yes.
Interesting.
The guy, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but the person who eventually wins was very much the favourite of one of the judges from the very beginning.
Oh, I see.
And there's a few weeks where he should have been like, you
should have been on the bubble.
You threw your skin in your teeth there. And then in the final, he was nowhere near as good.
Oh, really?
No. So
wow. Controversy.
I've never been a big fan of the female judge on Blown Away.
Yeah.
She just seems to have her favourites from the start. But this season it was obvious. And
nothing
also,
the others could do would turn it around.
Exactly. And also, I don't think the quality of the makes was as good in this season as it has been in the previous ones.
Okay.
So, yeah, I feel like it's a show that's had its day.
Is the rose off the bloom?
I feel
the
like
glass off the blower.
I think it is. I think Blown Away's kind of done. Yeah. I don't think there's anything more you can do with it.
I mean, because it is. I think it's a really fun concept.
Yeah, it is.
But why? Yeah. Do you need 10 seasons of glass blowing?
No.
Look, it's great. Don't worry, it's a nice art, but
yeah.
Adam,
what can you do?
There's somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door, Nick. I'll be back in a
moment. No problem.
Right, shall we move on to real talk?
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Fast becoming my favourite part of the wave.
Same,
talk.
yeah. It's really hitting home with people as well. People seem to love getting involved.
What is this week's topic?
This week's topic was, what is your favourite movie soundtrack?
Oh, go at it. People went at
it. How did people react in the Discord?
Well, just to clarify, we're including scores and soundtracks.
We are, indeed.
Any music.
I don't really know the difference.
So all music's good.
Both.
So throw them at us. And we had quite a lot of responses in the Discord. Wayne says, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1.
That was going to be mine.
What was it?
Stolen it.
Well, you need to choose something else. Alex went with Baby Driver.
Yep.
Both very good answers. Ross Cook has got 3.
Ross Cook has got more than 1?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Unbelievable. He has gone with RRR in third place.
It has got some banging tunes, I'm not going to lie.
He's gone with Superman as his favourite instrumental.
Yeah, Superman soundtrack.
Soundtrack / score. And then he has gone with Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Which was on my shortlist, I must say.
That is a great one, to be fair. I'm with him.
Absolutely.
Good picks, Ross.
Brilliant soundtrack. I think that is all we have got in the Discord.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not very many. Where's all the Discord people gone?
It may have got derailed into a chat about something else, but that's fine.
Okie dokie, fair enough. We had a few on Twitter.
Excellent.
We had a response from a lady called Mariana Fernandez, and she went with Trainspotting.
Great choice.
Great choice. And Trainspotting too.
They're both good soundtracks.
They are both good soundtracks.
I mean, yeah, anytime I hear either Iggy Pop's Lust for Life
Yeah, you just think
or
of
Born
Trainspotting.
Slippy, it's
Trainspotting.
It's Trainspotting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's synonymous. They're synonymous with each other. Catching Up on Cinema podcast, or
Hello,
another podcast.
people.
Other podcasts exist,
Yeah, this is true.
but we're the best one. If we're talking strictly soundtracks and not scores, nobody said that, but okay. I've got to go with Transformers the movie from 1986.
I think that is an absolutely banging choice.
It's the movie I've seen the most in my lifetime, and regardless of its objective quality, it's the movie and soundtrack that has most shaped my taste in cinema.
It's a great soundtrack of its time.
It is indeed. Really good choice.
Yeah.
Chris from the Time Splitters podcast,
Hello, Chris.
great friend of ours, also is in the Discord. There are some good ones. Some I love for a while but burn out on, but one I still have in the mix and enjoy when it comes up is For the Commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great shout.
Great movie and brilliant soundtrack. Honorary mention, of course, goes to the original Ghostbusters.
Nice.
Yeah, great shout as well. I used to watch this, which is another podcast. I've chosen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure
Yes.
or Iron Eagle.
Okay, I'm not
I'm not
familiar
aware
with
of
the
Iron
Iron
Eagle,
Eagle soundtrack, but maybe we'll go and have a
Bill and
have a
Ted,
look.
definitely. Where are we? SP Film Reviewers, or Film Viewers, sorry. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World has a belting soundtrack.
I
That
think there might be
was
bias.
My second choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so both of mine have been stolen. So I'm not happy about that. But I also was thinking of Batman, the
Prince.
Prince one.
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with that. Means nobody else picked it.
With the old bat dance.
Yes.
Lovely. I had a few, and I find this quite difficult.
It was quite a difficult one, this one.
Couple that I've already mentioned were on my sort of short list. So Pulp Fiction, I definitely thought of. One that I've not listened back to and I fear would not hold up, and I think is maybe the same for the movie as well as the soundtrack, because I think it's very of its time. It was Garden State.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've
Which
not seen that, I don't think.
Zach Braff back in,
Late 90s?
yeah, I think it might have been I think it was into the 2000s.
Was it? Okay.
It was all plinky plonky sort of indie music. I did quite like that back in the day. I had honourable mentions. I had Black Panther.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
it's
great
the best Marvel soundtrack.
one. That's a good shout, to be fair.
I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
I am gonna mention Back to the Future. I think it's a great score and it's got some great tunes on.
You can't not mention Back to the Future.
It's got, you've got obviously the whole Back to the Future score plus some Huey Lewis in there.
Yep.
It's a great combination. But I think I'm going with Almost Famous.
Great shout. Great film.
Yeah,
Great film.
just great soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's a good one.
That's my pick.
Good. Good pick.
Thank you.
Good pick, Nick. Nobody picked The Greatest Showman.
As a musical,
Yeah,
does
but
that
it's
count?
still a soundtrack.
Because I was thinking Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, good one as well.
Yeah, that's a
It's
really
still a
good one.
soundtrack.
Yeah,
Still a
okay.
movie, and it has a soundtrack. I was not disregarding
But,
musicals.
but maybe best musical can be a different week.
Yeah,
on Real
okay.
Talk. Okay.
Excellent. That's all the real talk done.
It is
We
the
flew
real
through this episode of The Wave this week. Shall we quickly go through the top 10?
Let's do that.
No, why not? Films in the English language top 10 for the week of July the 25th to July the 31st. Number 10 is Red Notice.
What does that come back for?
Why are people watching Red Notice? That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
14th week on the chart, not consecutive. Line of Duty is
It's not
at number
that.
9. It's not the TV show. It is a film with the same name. Number 8 is Shania Twain, Not Just a Girl.
Yeah, you in the market for a Shania Twain documentary?
Is it a documentary?
It
I was gonna
is,
ask
yeah.
that. Okay. No.
My father-in-law really likes Shania Twain, so
Really?
I wonder if he'll watch it.
Okay. Find out. Find
Okay,
out
I
for
will
next
do.
week. Number 7, The Man from Toronto.
Sure.
Number 6, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay.
Sing 2 is at number 5. That seems like it's been in the charts forever.
It is, yeah.
Persuasion is number 4.
Sure.
Any idea what that is?
Persuasion is the Jane Austen
Yeah,
adaptation.
the one we spoke about before. Number 3 is The Sea Beast.
The Sea Beast.
You mentioned earlier that you're part of those viewing hours
You're
now.
a Sea Beast.
You're a Sea Beast. Purple Hearts is number 2.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Just
Looks
some
lovely.
things. Yeah.
Love story. And number 1 is The Grey Man.
It
Second
is
week
The
on
Grey
chart.
Man.
Nearly 100 million viewing hours. It's done well for itself.
It has, yeah.
Doing all right. It's doing all right. I've not mentioned a TV show. I'm up to date now on Better Call Saul.
Oh, nice.
It's the best show on TV at the minute, without a doubt. It's incredible this season's been. Top 10 TV shows in the English language currently on Netflix. Number 10, Stranger Things Season 2.
Nice.
Manifest Season 3 is at number 9.
Okay.
Number 8, Stranger Things Season 3.
Oh, they're split.
Number 7, Manifest Season 2.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern.
Number 6, this is a show I'm going to get to this week. It's The Most Hated Man on the Internet.
Okay.
It is a limited series. It is about a man who ran a revenge porn site for a long time.
Okay.
It didn't go down very well with people. They didn't like it. Number 5 is Resident Evil Season 1.
I've not watched any more of that because I've been away, so I need to...
Gonna get back on it?
Yeah, definitely.
Number 4 is Manifest Season 1. People are catching up on Manifest. That's its 13th week in the charts.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Keep Breathing is number 3. Did I mention that?
No.
I watched that.
Okay.
We've had a very disjointed show today. We keep getting interrupted by doorbells and phone
I know,
calls
like
and
life
stuff.
admin. That's
And
fine.
life is happening whilst the podcast is
It'll be
happening.
seamless.
I've watched all of Keep Breathing.
What's
all of
Keep
it.
Breathing? Who's Keith Breathing?
Keep Breathing is a 6-part TV show about a lady who survives a plane crash
Oh, lovely.
over America. She gets lost in the wilderness of America
Okay.
and is alone for the whole season and has to try and survive.
Is
this
it
plane
a
crash.
drama?
Yes.
Or is this a
No, it's a
documentary?
drama.
Okay.
It's a drama. It's okay. It's not breaking any barriers. It's not great.
Right.
It has some very losty themes in it. There's no like supernaturalness to it.
Okay.
Although she does have a dead friend that she talks to quite a bit.
That's fine.
But they do there's a lot of flashbacks to her life before this plane crash.
Sure.
And if anything, there's too many flashbacks. I wanted more of her on the island and less of a real life shit that was going on. But it was good. I'd recommend it. It is good.
Okay, it is a recommendation.
Yes. There's 6 episodes. They're about 30 to 40 minutes each.
Fine.
I flew through it. It's about, I think it runs at 3:29 in total. So
Okay.
that's
not
like a long film. Stranger Things Season 4 is at number 2. 10th week in the charts. And Virgin River Season 4 is at number 1.
Dethroned by Virgin River.
Dethroned by Virgin River.
My wife likes that show.
Does she?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I don't know, really.
Does she like it? Well, she likes it.
Yeah,
You
she
just
likes
said
it. Is it good? I don't know. It's sort of a soapy drama about all things in a small southern town, which is very beautiful. It looks beautiful. The town looks beautiful.
Talking of soapy drama, I did watch one more thing this week.
Okay.
I watched the last ever episode of Neighbours.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Yeah.
I made an event out of it. I went to a friend's house and watched it.
Oh, amazing.
We had pizza and watched it. I was surprisingly emotional about it.
Okay.
I don't really know why.
When was the last time you watched Neighbours?
Probably 20 years ago. My dad watches it
Yeah.
religiously. He always has since the start. So I go around there on a Friday night. He'll be watching it. So every Friday, once a week, I watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was surprisingly. It was like a part of my childhood had died.
Okay.
So and it was nice to see all the old. Madge Bishop was in it. She's been dead 20 years.
Oh, good on her.
It was impressive.
That is impressive.
But no, it was good.
Margot Robbie was in it, wasn't she?
She was, yeah. Not in the finale, but she was in like an episode leading up to the finale. Guy Pearce was probably the main character in the finale.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was based around his return to the street and being reintroduced to the houses and the people. Okay. And he rekindled a love.
Good on him for doing that.
Yeah, definitely. He rekindled a love he had 30 years ago and moved back to the street at the end. Spoiler alert. How the fucking door's banging. Stranger Things Season 4 finished on 1,352,000,000 viewing hours.
So just
the 300 million short of straight of Squid Game.
Yeah. That's, all things considered, probably a closer run thing than I would have imagined.
Yes. Yeah, it did get a lot closer, but it shows how amazingly popular Squid Game was.
Oh, absolutely.
Because even for Stranger Things Season 4, which I've never seen Netflix get behind a show as much as they did with Stranger Things Season 4.
No, the whole machine was behind this.
The whole machine was behind it. They wanted to beat Squid Game.
Yeah.
They wanted that to beat Squid Game, and it still didn't get there.
Yeah.
And that just is it boggles my mind that Squid Game is not an English language TV show, and it's still 300 million hours ahead of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insane numbers. Right.
We're done. What are we watching on Thursday?
We need to come back here to this very feed on Thursday because I chose this week's movie.
You did indeed. This is your wild card week.
I played my wild card. So Robin the randomizer had the week off and we are watching a movie called Robot Overlords.
We are indeed.
And it has in it Oscar-winning Sir Ben Kingsley. It has Scully herself, Gillian Anderson.
It does.
And some familiar faces.
Yeah, some
to bottom of the stream.
Some bottom of the stream alumni are in there.
Yeah. I think I might just leave that tease there.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we will talk about that more.
This is a film called Robot Overlords. It's British and it stars Ben Kingsley.
You always ask me for a one-word review on the movie show.
I will do again.
And I'm not sure what I'm going to say because it's called Robot Overlords.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty much all you need to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll have a good go.
I've got some words for this film and I can't quite believe that it exists, but it does. I've seen it.
Certainly, in many ways, not what I was expecting, and I don't want to give much more away. It's an odd movie, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So I'm looking forward to talking about Robot Overlords.
I can't wait. I'm really excited to talk about it. It's going to be a great episode. So yeah, come back to this very feed on Thursday and we will talk to you about Robot Overlords.
We sure will.
Cheers.
Bye.